Hi students, I am K. Radhika, Assistant Professor, PG and Research Department of Chemistry, GTN Arts College, Dindigul. Now we are going to discuss about antibiotics. Antibiotics, the word antibiotic means against life. Antibiotic word anti means against, biotic means life. So the word antibiotic means against life. Any drug that kills germs in your body is technically an antibiotic. Antibiotics are the chemical agents that produced by one microorganisms and also to kill or inhibit the growth of other microorganisms. These are called the antibiotics. Antibiotics is a chemical agent. This agent is produced by one microorganisms and also to kill or inhibit the other microorganisms. These chemical substances is called as the antibiotics. Medication is used to treat bacterial infections. The term antibiotic first used in 1942 by the scientist named Selman Waxman. These are the ideal qualities of antibiotics. Kill or inhibit the growth of pathogens. Pathogens means microorganisms. Cause no damage to the host. Cause no allergic reactions to the host. Stable when stored in solid or liquid form. Next one, remain in specific tissues in the body long enough to be effective. Next one, kill the pathogens before they mutate and become resistant to it. These are the ideal qualities of the antibiotics. Next, history of antibiotics. First antibiotic discovered by the scientist named Alexander Fleming. The antibiotic name is penicillin in 1929. He was working in his laboratory trying to kill a deadly bacteria when he noticed a blue mold growing on the dish. This blue mold is not an ordinary mold. Learned that it was the mold name is Penicillium notatum. Penicillium notatum is one of the blue mold. The chemical agent is present in the Penicillium notatum. The chemical agent name is penicillin. Penicillin is found in the mold. Noticed that the bacteria around the mold was dissolving. In early stages, penicillin was administered in small doses every 3 hours. These are the general structure of penicillin. 2 rings are fused, beta-lactam ring, another one is the thiazolidine ring. Thiol group is present, so this ring is called as the thiazolidine ring. Side chain is the acyl side chain joined in this beta-lactam ring. Next, penicillin was discovered by Alexander Fleming. It was one of the most important and very widely used antibiotics. It was isolated from Penicillium notatum. It was very effective against gram-positive bacteria. Next, classification of antibiotics. First one classification depends upon the basis of spectrum of antimicrobial activity. Spectrum of antimicrobial activity. It is classified into 2 types, narrow spectrum antibiotics and another one is broad spectrum antibiotics. Narrow spectrum antibiotics means these antibiotics effective against a selective number of bacteria. That means gram positive or gram negative bacteria only. For example, benzyl penicillin, bacitracin. Another one type is broad spectrum antibiotics. Broad spectrum antibiotics means these antibiotics effective against large number of bacterial infection. That means both gram positive bacterial infection and also gram negative bacterial infection. Next classification on the basis of chemical structure, beta-lactam antibiotics and non-beta-lactam antibiotics and also miscellaneous antibiotics. Beta-lactam antibiotics means beta-lactam ring is present. For example, benzyl penicillin, ampicillin and amoxicillin. Non-beta-lactam antibiotics means beta-lactam ring is absent. For example, tetracycline, streptomycin. And another one is miscellaneous antibiotics. Example is chloramphenicol. Next, beta-lactam antibiotics, benzyl penicillin. The another name of benzyl penicillin is Novopen. Uses of benzyl penicillin is meningitis. Meningitis means brain fever. Aspiration pneumonia. Aspiration pneumonia means lung infection. That means large amount of material entering to the lungs from the mouth and stomach. Next one is diphtheria. Diphtheria means throat infection. That means sore throat. This is the structure of benzyl penicillin. Next, ampicillin. Ampicillin, the another name of ampicillin is Ampilox, Campilox. The uses of ampicillin is bacterial meningitis, endocarditis. Endocarditis means heart disease. Bronchitis. Bronchitis is one of the bacterial disease. That means inflammation of mucous membrane in the bronchial tubules. This is the structure of ampicillin. Next one is non-beta-lactam antibiotics. First example is tetracycline. The another name of tetracycline is lupicycline. The uses of tetracycline is used to treat the plaque disease and also rickettsial infections. These are the tetracycline structure. Next, streptomycin. Streptomycin is one of the most important. Streptomycin was discovered by Waxman et al. In 1944. These antibiotics was isolated from the bacteria Streptomyces griseus. It was very effective against gram-negative bacteria. It is used to treat the tuberculosis and also endocarditis. This is the streptomycin structure. Next, miscellaneous antibiotics. Miscellaneous antibiotics, the example is chloramphenicol. The another name of chloramphenicol is chlorocart. The uses of chloramphenicol is used to treat typhoid fever, meningitis fever. Chloramphenicol is one of the most important antibiotic. These antibiotics was discovered by Ehrlich et al. In 1947. These antibiotics isolated from the Streptomyces venezuelae. These antibiotics is effective against both gram-positive and gram-negative bacteria. Next classification depends upon the mode of action. On the basis of mode of action, antibiotics are classified as following two types: bacteriostatic and bactericidal agent. Bacteriostatic agent is a biological or chemical agent that stops bacteria from reproducing. Static means stop. So bacteriostatic, to stop the bacteria growth. Next one, bactericidal. Bactericidal agent is a biological or chemical agent that kills the bacteria. These are the examples of bacteriostatic agent and also bactericidal agent. Bacteriostatic examples: chloramphenicol, erythromycin, clindamycin, sulfonamides, trimethoprim, tetracyclines. Examples of bactericidal agent: aminoglycosides, beta-lactams, vancomycin, quinolones, rifampin, metronidazole. Next, mechanism of action. The antibiotics entering into the bacteria to act to inhibit the bacterial cell wall synthesis, alter the function and permeability of the cell membrane. Next, inhibit protein synthesis, translation and transcription, including protein synthesis. Another one, to inhibit nucleic acid synthesis. This is the bacterial cell structure of bacteria. The outer covering membrane is the cell membrane. These are the antibiotics, beta-lactam antibiotics. Beta-lactam antibiotics are used to inhibit cell wall synthesis and also altering the cell wall structure and also function of the cell membrane. Next, sulfonamides, trimethoprim. These are the antibiotics. It is involved to inhibit the folic acid synthesis. Folic acid is one of the important component. Next, nucleic acid synthesis. DNA gyrase and RNA polymerase is the important enzyme for nucleic acid synthesis. Quinolones and rifampin, these are the antibiotics. These antibiotics inhibit the activity of DNA gyrase and RNA polymerase. So nucleic acid synthesis is stopped. Next, protein synthesis. Tetracyclines, aminoglycosides, macrolides, clindamycin, linezolid, chloramphenicol and streptogramins. These are the antibiotics. These antibiotics disturb the ribosomal subunits, 30S and 50S ribosomal subunits, and also to inhibit the protein synthesis. Next, antibiotic side effects. Side effects of the antibiotics. The most common side effects of antibiotics are diarrhea, bloating and indigestion, abdominal pain, loss of appetite, being sick, feeling sick, itchy skin rash, coughing, life-threatening allergic reaction. Next, uses of antibiotics. Antibiotics, it is used to treat various diseases. These diseases are pneumonia, sepsis, meningitis, gall infection, skin infection, mucous membrane infection, diphtheria, gynecologic infection, ENT infection, fungus infection, quinsy, scarlet fever and Siberian ulcer. Next, antibiotic resistance. Antibiotic resistance is a form of drug resistance where bacteria are able to survive after exposure to one or more antibiotics. Prevention of antibiotics is most important. How to cause the antibiotic resistance? Over prescribing of antibiotics, patients not taking antibiotics as prescribed, unnecessary antibiotics used in agriculture, poor infection control in hospitals and clinics, poor hygiene and sanitation practices, lack of rapid laboratory tests. Next, preventing antibiotic resistance. Patients can take antibiotics exactly as doctor prescribes. Complete the prescribed course of treatment. Do not save the antibiotics for the next illness. Do not ask for antibiotics when your doctor thinks you do not need them. Healthcare providers can prescribe antibiotics correctly, right drug at right dose for right duration. See all the instructions on the prescription about dose, duration, indication of the antibiotics. Stay aware of antibiotics resistance. Participate in and lead efforts within your hospitals, improve prescribing practices. Next, novel antibiotics. These are the antibiotics. It is used to treat some diseases. First one, ceftobiprole. The disease is bacterial pneumonia, avibactam, complicated UIT, plasmomycin, uncomplicated UIT, omedacycline, acute bacterial skin infection, ramoplanin, diarrhea, eravacycline, complicated abdominal infection, dalbavancin, acute bacterial skin infection, tazobactam, urinary tract infection, aritavancin, acute bacterial infection.